where does the scale end rhythmically? No one talks about rhythm when they teach the major scale. Look, count. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. You're actually ending on the and. That is not a strong beat. Okay. So if you start your major scale on an and, look at what happens. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. When you start on the and, you end on a strong beat. If you've never practiced that, I hope that blows your mind. Again, if I start on the beat 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Now I'm going to start on an and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. And 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. And 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. Now I'm ending on a strong beat. Okay, now that changes everything. So why do we learn chromatics? One reason could be to delay the resolve so that we end on the strong beat. So now let's start on the beat. Check it out. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. You see, I added chromatic. Now I end on a strong beat. So you replace the space with the chromatic, and now you end on the beat. 1 and 2 and 3 and. You see, this is what people call the bebop scale. I don't like that. That's just chromaticism. There's no such thing as the bebop scale. To me, no one was. When they were playing bebop, they didn't say, "Oh well, we'll use the bebop scale." No, because they didn't even call it bebop. Now check it out. Once you know that, it means that you can actually put any note in place of that. That's why I don't like the bebop scale, because that means it's like, cool, that's it. That's the only chromatic I can use. No, check it out. I can go like this. You see, you can put any note in place of that space, and then you get a new enclosure. People call it enclosures, okay? But now, check it out. Let's take this major 7 arpeggio, because we're dealing with a major 7 chord. And look, if we just, let's choose to descend. Okay? Now we put those notes on the beat. Ba, da, bum. Say 5, 3, 7, 5. Chord tones. And we put them on the beat like this. 3, 4. 1, boom, boom. All on the beat. Bum. Descending major 7. And we get used to this. Beam, bum, 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 bum. Now we got to learn how to delay that, or we got to learn to ornament those notes. So check it out. First one could be this. Ba da da bum ba, da 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 bum ba, ba da ba, ba da ba, ba da da bum ba, da ga. Can you see now? I've put some chromaticism between the chord tones. Now, here's the next move. So, this was move 1. So, to get from the 5 to the 3rd, that was our maneuver. Now, remember, bum, boom, bum. Now, we've got to get from the 3rd to the 7th. That's one thing we could do. So I'm using a big enclosure. I could actually keep going. I could keep descending. Look. Bum, 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 boom, ba, da, 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 da. I just descend chromatically. So let's listen to how that sounds. You see? I end on the beat. You practice those. What's next? The fifth here. Okay? Now you say, how could I get to that on the beat with chromaticism and enclosures? You can think about it because you're practicing. So check it out. So I did this. That's my enclosure I've chosen. 7, 6, flat 6, flat 5, 5. So practice it. If I really accent the chord tones and make the chromatics parts in enclosures a bit quieter, listen. Whoopsie. Now what happens is you get this really long line where the listener really hears the chord because you're emphasizing the chord tones in terms of accent and beat placement. So listen, I'll play the whole line. I'll try. You see? Woo! Okay, so this is how you would practice this. You really got to sit there and ask yourself, what are the chord tones? Am I going to play it descending? That's what I chose here. Now, how am I going to enclose those or lead chromatically towards them so that I can accent them on strong beats? Ba,